Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This beer is Black Project Spontaneous and Wild Ales. It is their Haarp Sour Ale with Pear. Innovation in the research and development of spontaneous fermentation. There's no ABV that I can see, which is weird because I just did another one of their beers and I'm pretty sure that it had an ABV on it. Am I just missing it? No, I don't believe so. Weird. Maybe I'm just misremembering. On the bottom it says sleepy eyes and bony knees. 11/24/20. So this is like a year, almost a year and a half old. It is March 2020. Yeah. I picked this up at DeSecco's in New York. I think that's how it's pronounced. I got 2 cans of Black Project, or 2 Black Project cans, and I reviewed one already, and this is the other one. And the other one was a sour ale with raspberry and peach, I believe. And a little bit of a short story. I don't know how it's related, but there was a brewery that I went to in Denver just by chance. It's called Former Future, I believe. And it closed, and then shortly after, Black Project opened. And I think there's some sort of connection. I don't know if it's the same people and they just moved to spontaneous and wild fermentation stuff, or if it was one person from there and another person from someone else. I don't know what exactly the story is, but they were connected. And I wanted to actually go back to the Former Future place, but they closed before I could. So been there once, just by chance too. That's like 3/4 of a finger of a white soapy-ish head. That is yellow. Nice sunny yellow color. Yeah. Looks a little bit like, is that what pear juice looks like? No, pear juice is cloudier than that, right? See what it smells like. There is a nice pear. It's a very soft pear. Yeah, a little like minerality, a little sulfury kind of thing. It smells a little sour. Like there is a little bit of a tartness kind of thing in there, but if it's anything like the other one, it's going to be pretty sour. So based off the nose, I'm going to say it's a little misleading, but we'll see. I want to say there's a little bit of a maltiness coming through as well. But, yeah. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Oh, yes. That is sour. Quite sour. It's weird because there is a pear characteristic to it, but with the sourness, it comes off a little citrusy, or it doesn't come off citrusy. It's like I don't know. In my brain, it's like, oh, this is like lemony and like orangey and like tart citrus kind of thing. But there is a little bit of a pear thing in there. So I think part of it is actually what I'm tasting, and part of it is my brain interpreting it in a way, in a different way. Yeah. It's actually weird. There's an aspect in this that I just somewhat recently, based on whenever this review gets posted, I reviewed those Warhead beers. There's an aspect to this that is giving me like lemon warheads a thing. It's a complete... I don't even know why I brought up those Warhead beers, because this is something completely else. But there is like a lemon warhead aspect to this that is not just like those beers were a little like sweet and they were more whatever. This is way more it's sour, but it's there's more to it. I wish I knew what the ABV on this was. I would say it's probably around 6%, maybe. Yeah. I could have sworn that there was an ABV on the other one. I mean, I know sometimes. Yeah. Well, they're out of Colorado, right? Yeah, Denver, Colorado. I don't know what Colorado's laws as far as ABV... putting ABVs on cans goes, but no. You know, it is also like a year and a half old, so I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I didn't even notice the date when I bought it. I just saw Black Project. I was like, oh, because this is the first time, well, this is the second can, but before that last can, I had not had Black Project before, and it was something I always wanted to try. It kind of sucks that the first things I get are like over a year old, but you know, whatever. Or I don't know, because I also don't know if these are like, maybe they're can conditioned and they don't release them immediately after they're canned. I don't know what goes on with that. I really like this. I've definitely gotten acclimated to the sourness. It is not overwhelming me as it did in those first few sips. Which is nice. Like, I'm a fan of sour beers and stuff like that, but sometimes they just like some of them you just don't get used to that sourness. And I chugged that's all of it, so I'm chugging it. Sometimes you just don't get used to that, like tartness and sour, and it's just like every sip is a chore, at least for me. Yeah. I feel like I am getting a little bit of maltiness, but it's like, it's kind of like in... Yeah, it's kind of like a whisper of maltiness or something, you know. Yeah. And that little touch of the pear. So nice. So yeah. This is good. Hopefully I can get something a little fresher. I mean, I'm sure this is, I'm not saying this is bad, as I said. But for my first experience with it, I would have liked it to be a little bit fresher, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. You can like this video if you would like to. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out 93lumber, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.